Oh, sure. I mean, there's no rule against playing two. If one guy is a clear-cut guy and is playing well, maybe not. But if one guy's struggling and the other guy's hot, then you may do that. Or every now and then somebody gets nicked up, which was the case for us a year ago. So you never know. But there's at times that's worked well for some people. I know it's not what you always want, but sometimes when things are so close, it might work. I know it's worked for Coach Spurrier before.
Are the talents different enough where one does something better than the other, that will make that maybe more workable?
Not really. I don't say they're similar in a lot of ways. Really, I don't see them being that much different.
Bob, what do you see as the biggest question marks besides quarterback? Would it be secondary, receivers?
Well, I think anywhere where you have lost some players.
Yeah.
So I think the youth of the secondary a year ago was a little bit of the issue. I feel with all those guys back, that'll be improved. I feel just with experience and all. I feel our tackles and the offensive line are quality guys. It'd be one thing if you were replacing them with freshmen. These guys have been around a while, so hopefully they can play at a winning level. Receiver-wise, I think we've made some good additions with D.D. Westbrook. That's, I think, to go with Sterling and some other guys, Deron Neal. Big guy Jeffrey Mead has really jumped out this summer. Really notice him in their running, and big 6'6" receiver that's come on. Mark Andrews is another guy that was a really good weapon in the spring. Kind of a hybrid guy, tight end / receiver, H-back type guy. A.D. Miller and Dahu Green, a couple of young freshmen, have really been impressive at the receiver spots. So we'll see, but anytime you lose some guys, the guys coming up though, usually in most of those spots are guys that we feel are in position to play now.
Bob, you've kept a good job of having a tough non-conference schedule. And talk about some of the teams that you guys have in the future and how Oklahoma's been able to continually have a tough non-conference.
Well, it's been probably well documented. If you look at our history, we just gotten off of, before Tennessee, we had Notre Dame and Florida State previous 4 years. After going to Tennessee this year, we've got a couple of years with Ohio State. We've already, we've been to Alabama in the past, Oregon, they've been to us. It goes on and on. I mean, we've played a little bit everywhere. So we sure haven't hid from anybody through the years and don't intend to. That in the past formula, in the BCS formula, has worked well for us. In that if all things being equal, they go to, well, who's played the toughest schedule? It's helped us, I think, overall to have played and won. Obviously it only helps if you win and don't get somebody hurt. but for the most part through the years, that's been pretty positive for us. I don't, it's not up to me to say what it does. I worry about what we do, and we schedule tough out-of-conference competition. Always have. And to be quite honest with you, it's for fans too, and for our formula in the BCS. And we feel if we're going to be one of those teams that we'll play those like teams, from around the country, and we have through the years.
And Bob, could you talk about your linebacking core and what the addition of Frank Shannon will add to that core?
Yeah, Frank has great experience for us. Dom and Jordan Evans in the last couple of years have really come on and as young guys and have played well. So it'll give us more guys to, whether you keep a guy fresh and rotate in there, or if someone gets nicked up, you've got a quality guy that's played a lot ready to play. I think Devontae Bond, a new guy that played a little last year, has really come on. Really, I think has a chance to have an exceptional year too with Eric and those other guys.
Following up on the question up on the stage about Joe Mixon, are you essentially saying that you feel like he deserves a second chance?
What I'm saying is he's been disciplined. There's, like I said before, there's no place for that anywhere. It should never happen. You know, young people in different circumstances. Every situation's different, and in all situations and all circumstances are different, though it should never happen. And in the end, we felt, you know, that he's been disciplined. He's met a lot of strong measures through the university that needed to be met. He was removed totally from all team activity from that point on, and he's earned a way to be back, to have an opportunity for a second chance to redeem himself with strict guidelines that go with it. So again, all situations are different. It's hard to paint everything with one brush. You know, it's, you know, every situation's a little different.
And along those lines, when you see things like at Florida State and elsewhere, does that influence you at all?
Well, timing with everything's always different too. You know, things change, evolve, whatever. And again, all circumstances are different. So I don't have anything to do with, I don't know anything about a little bit of what they're, but I don't know all their circumstances. In our situation, we felt this is the right way to proceed.
If there were video that surfaced at some point, do you think that would change the way you had to approach it?
I've spoke to the matter. That isn't part of the issue right now.
What do you see on the spring from as a football coach?
A guy that's really explosive, has really good hands out of the backfield. You know, has really worked hard and competitive. Got great size and strength. So you know, we'll see what he's able to do.
Baker Mayfield's dancing's become a bit of an internet sensation deal. What's he bring to your locker room and just being a team guy and everything?
A lot of energy. You know, a guy that is really excitable. You know, competitive, and you know, has a lot of moxie to him in the way he plays, and an excitable guy. So that's an old video, though. I'm surprised it took that long to surface.
How's he look going into, I guess, fall camp and everything? I know there's
Good. He had a little episode earlier in the summer where his arm got tired, but there's no damage at all to it. So he's improved it. He's back throwing, you know, with monitored throwing, just a little less, but he's in good shape coming in, as the other guys are as well.
Bob, is your main thing with him trying to get him to understand that those balls that he threw up in the spring game, for example, that you just can't do that?
Sure, it's knowing when the gamble's there and when it isn't. You know, what are the percentages, and you know, so I think too, in some of those instances, compliment the defensive back that was able to make a one-on-one play and come down with the ball, as opposed to the other guy that's happened before. So hopefully in that area we're showing some improvement. You know, but sure, you're right. You have to, you know, when's the right time to go for it and when isn't.
Bob, does
Well, it was, you know, Lincoln had recommended it, or, you know, talked to me about him, as well as 2-3 other guys. And in the end, I got a chance to meet Dennis and really liked him, and the fact that they had worked together before mattered. I wanted to, you know, someone else that really knew what Lincoln wanted to teach would help us, so that made him even more attractive.
The fact that you guys had those losses out of Lubbock in 05, 07, and 09, has that had any bearing on the numbers?
None whatsoever.
Bob, after you go through an 8-5 season, the criticism that you get, does that anger you or motivate you or in any way affect?
I'm already motivated. There's no sense in getting angry at just the way of the world and the nature of our job. I mean, if that was going to bother me, then why would I be coaching? You know, so in the end, you know, I don't know that it does either. It's just part of, you know, it's just part of this job, and you move on and you keep doing what you can to try and improve and get better.
Well, you mentioned the 10 wins, 12 out of 14 years. Does that in any way you question your allegiance to the school?
No. Like I said, there's a long track record there that you know, when we don't meet those standards, I'm the one who set that standard, so
Right.
I don't like it either.
Right.
Talking about recruiting that you've been able to do, guys, getting a lot of talent from the state of Texas. Do you feel with how TCU and Baylor's been doing lately and going to SEC, is it really a struggle
I don't think more. I think it's always been hard. Everyone thinks it was easy before. I haven't been 1 year anywhere where it's been easy. My years at Florida, we won the national championship. The next couple of years, it wasn't easy. We won the national championship in 2000. It wasn't easy the next year recruiting. It's always a battle. So, you know, I don't get that. To me, it's always been hard.
But with Baylor and TCU having so much success, A&M is obviously recruiting very well. Is it tougher to get the elite players?
Well, you know, again, I think what I said is we're tied for 4th in the nation the last 5 years in NFL draft picks. Are we getting good players the last 5 years? I'm asking.
Yeah, that or you're coaching them up.
We're not that good at coaches, remember? so we got to be getting really good players if they're draftable guys, right?
Right.
I think we're 4th or 1 behind maybe Georgia at 5th for number of draft picks the last 5 years. That's current.
Right.
So we got to be getting good players. Now, what the stars say, I don't know. You know what? If you look at last year, per star, we're in the top 10 in the country. But we didn't get to sign that many because we didn't have a big senior class. So how are you going to be overall in the top 10? This year we have 11 seniors. How are you going to be in the top?
You're not,
per star we are.
Yeah.
If you want to go that way. So I don't know what everyone's talk is, but either we're really good coaches and develop guys that aren't any good to be draft picks, or we're getting really good players. It's pretty much the truth.
Bob, do you have any update?
Or at least those NFL guys think we got good players.
Do you have any update on Dalton Woods?
No. He's not with us right now, so that's the only update. Really awesome. You know, fast workouts from day one. He could keep up with, you know, how it is. A lot of times young guys get in there as true freshmen. It's hard to keep that pace. You know, guys that have been, he from day one has kept pace with those guys and strong and impressive. Really mature, kind of, I don't want to say like Samaje, but very mature in everything that he does. So, yeah, we're excited about it.